When Saturn in one person's chart forms a conjunction with another person's north node in Synastry, it creates a deeply significant and often karmic connection. This aspect suggests that the two individuals have a shared past, likely from previous lifetimes, and have come together in this life to fulfill important lessons and work through karmic patterns. Here's an analysis of the karmic connection, behavior, and differences. Karmic connection. Sense of destiny and recognition. There's often an immediate and strong feeling of familiarity, as if the two souls have known each other before. This can manifest as a powerful attraction or an undeniable sense of purpose in the relationship. Past life bonds. This aspect strongly suggests a past life connection, possibly a parent-child or mentor-student dynamic, where the Saturn person may have been a figure of authority, discipline, or guidance for the North Node person. Karmic debts and growth. The relationship serves as a vehicle for working through karmic debts and fostering significant spiritual and personal growth. The Saturn person, consciously or unconsciously, becomes a catalyst for the North Node person's evolutionary path. Purposeful bond. The connection isn't typically light or casual. Both individuals often feel a deep sense of responsibility towards each other and a belief that they are meant to be together for a specific purpose. Behavioral dynamics and differences. The Saturn person. The teacher/mentor. The Saturn person often takes on a more serious, structured, and sometimes even restrictive role. They may instinctively impose boundaries, offer discipline, and challenge the North Node person to mature and take responsibility. This isn't necessarily out of malice, but rather a reflection of their innate Saturnine qualities. Provide structure and reality. They help the North Node person ground their aspirations and ideas into tangible reality. They encourage practicality, hard work, and perseverance. Can feel burdened. At times, the Saturn person might feel a sense of burden or obligation towards the North Node person, especially if the North Node person is resisting their karmic lessons. Seeks validation and purpose. The Saturn person often finds a sense of purpose and validation in helping the North Node person grow and achieve their destiny. They appreciate the North Node person's efforts towards self-improvement. The North Node person. The student/evolving soul. The North Node person is drawn to the Saturn person because the Saturn person embodies qualities they need to develop or lessons they need to learn for their evolutionary path. Confronts limitations. This relationship often forces the North Node person to confront their limitations, fears, and areas where they need to grow. Saturn's influence can bring moments of stark clarity and necessitate a re-evaluation of choices. Can feel restricted or challenged. The North Node person might initially feel constrained or criticized by the Saturn person's influence. There can be a sense of being tested or pushed outside their comfort zone. Inspired to grow. Ultimately, the North Node person is often inspired to become a better version of themselves due to the Saturn person's presence and influence. They seek the Saturn person's recognition and approval. Potential for immaturity. If the North Node person resists their growth or remains stuck in old patterns, the Saturn person may become frustrated or feel unfulfilled, as the North Node is meant to evolve. The North Node person might be perceived as self-focused or demanding until they mature. Shared behaviors and challenges. Serious and committed. These relationships are rarely frivolous. There's a built-in seriousness and a strong potential for long-term commitment. No room for games. Due to the karmic nature, playing games or being inauthentic is highly discouraged and can lead to difficulties. Difficult but rewarding growth. The growth fostered by this aspect often comes through effort, discipline, and facing challenges. It's not always easy, but it can be profoundly rewarding. Potential for imbalance. If the North Node person isn't willing to embrace their growth, the Saturn person might feel drained or like they are always giving without receiving reciprocal growth. Fear of misunderstanding. There can be underlying fears of being misunderstood, which requires open communication and a willingness from both sides to break down emotional defenses. In essence, the Saturn conjunct North Node Synastry aspect signifies a significant, often lifelong, connection where one person, Saturn, acts as a guiding, structuring force to help the other person, North Node, fulfill their destined path and overcome karmic hurdles. It's a relationship designed for profound growth and the solidification of important life lessons. If this video helps you, please remember to subscribe, like and share. Thanks for your support, Synastry Venus.